In a remote interview with the Parliamentary Committee on Public Accounts, the former CEO of Eskom confirmed this statement on the level of corruption at Eskom in a document he submitted. He stated that 1 billion rand, which is equivalent to $55 million, is stolen from Eskom every month.
The South African police at the highest level, with the National Commissioner of Police and a number of other senior officials, generals, brigadiers, as well as senior representatives of the SSA. I also shared information about corruption and theft with the adjoints at the South African Police Services College in Pretoria. And that, I think, gives sufficient credence to the fact that I extensively engaged with the law enforcement authorities to make clear that appropriate steps should be taken. I also took steps to ensure that I could improve internal controls. Should the Commission or the committee so wish, I will elaborate on that. In my submission to the committee, I do reflect on, for example, the measures taken to improve supply chain controls, control over coal quality and management, and so forth. So I do think that I'm comfortable that appropriate steps were taken in order to ensure that we do have significantly enhanced controls. As is required, I also reported this to my shareholder representative.
In order to improve the country's energy infrastructure and address the root cause of the crisis that included lack of investment and outdated technology, they will require a coordinated effort for the government, the private sector, and the civil society to ensure that South Africa has a reliable and sustainable energy system that can support economic growth and development.
The reporting of criminal activities has not been at one point or one incident. There's multiple investigations taking place. What we know and can confirm is that the SIU is investigating some of these matters, and the SIU has been cooperating with us. So they've given us an update on some of the issues, and we are now allowing those investigations to run their course. Where we have an issue is on the allegations Mr. Ruyter has made, that if he is correct in what he is saying, we expect then the minister, the advisor, the Hawks, and the National Commissioner of Police and Eskom to then tell us officially as institutions and persons of authority what it is that they did with that information.
The power crisis is costing the economy approximately $50 million a day in lost generation, according to the government. Eskom's debt currently stands at 422 billion rand, or nearly $23 billion, a result of the year's mismanagement and corruption under former President Jacob Zuma. The government is now trying to pay off the debt.
The fact that a contract had been put in place, that inquiries would still go out to middlemen in an attempt to continue with the extraction of funds. And that was, at the time that I left, an ongoing effort to try and ensure that this abuse did not take place. But it was...
The revelations about corruption at Eskom are alarming, particularly as the country grapples with an energy crisis that has severe economic consequences. The government's effort to pay off Eskom's debt and transition to clean energy may be hindered by the ongoing corruption at the company.